Welcome back to a bit of. It's Ives and Rob on the couch still. We're playing Ori and the Will of the Wisps.
I'm not going to complain about Pokemon anymore.
Okay. Yeah, you got a mouthful in the last episode, so I guess it'll be my turn.
I got enough out. Not a mouthful, but I got enough
You got
out.
a mouthful of Pokemon.
Sometimes I wish. Oh, Gardevoir? Yes, please.
No,
What?
I mean... I feel like the reason you complained about that game is because it's such a beloved franchise to you, and for them to not live up to your expectation is like why it...
Pokemon's not like that. That's kind of why it pisses me off. It's not a beloved franchise to
Really?
me. I just think like they have no right to not be that good.
Okay.
Like that studio has existed for how many years?
Yeah.
And they have how many people working on it? They're like, you didn't need to release that game as early as you did. You could have waited another 6 months and made it prettier.
Right.
Made it more fun to play.
For me, because I really loved Horizon Zero Dawn, and I wasn't sure I was going to like it because
I love that game too.
it got a lot of hype before when it first came out, and I hadn't played it like upon its original release.
Same.
So I played it much later, and I was like, oh, how good can it be? Like, the internet's usually not on the same page as I am, so I'm probably not going to like it as much as they do. But I freaking love that game. Like, it's really intuitive. It's really got fun gameplay loop.
Yeah.
And the story is pretty good on top of that. So, like, you know, I did definitely enjoy it.
And for a game with dialogue that's actually spoken, the voice acting is really good.
Yeah.
I mean, like, the main characters are all voiced really well, but even like the inconsequential NPCs,
Right.
they sound like natural, you know, well delivered lines.
Yeah.
Which is pretty rare.
Oops. So I was excited going into Forbidden West,
I haven't played it yet.
and I wouldn't say it's a terrible game, but it fell short of my expectations in a lot of areas. Like, it's definitely a gorgeous game, definitely better looking than the original.
Where
But
are you going? What are you doing?
I'm trying to figure. There's a thing that I have to open up here. I'm trying to remember how.
Get your point across and play really well at the same time. Damn it!
All right, let me zoom in. See, I can't
Look
remember.
at all
what
these pellets you left behind.
Yeah, there's a lever somewhere around here, I think, but I can't remember where. I already went over here. This was this thing.
What about Horizon Forbidden West left you wanting?
So it felt like they made your power scale slower, and you were overall weaker than you were in the first game.
Okay.
And that was very apparent if you raise the difficulty at all. So, like, it's not as apparent on like lower difficulty, like easy. But as soon as you go normal or higher,
Yeah.
your power scaling for your character feels like it drops off immensely in the end game. To the point where I was struggling with like Thunder Jaws, which were no big deal in the first game. Like, I could finish them off in like 2 or 3 minutes in the first game
You're standing still.
at worst. And in this game, I was just like fighting them for like what seemed like 10-15 minutes, and sometimes dying to them. All right, I don't know what I'm supposed to do here.
Did you ever have the thought that maybe you're just bad at games?
Yeah, I did. But I mean, the mechanics aren't that much different between the first and the second, so there's no rhyme or reason to why I would have that much difficulty.
I didn't... Playing the first Horizon Forbidden West, I played on PC, which is how late I came to that game.
Mm-hmm.
And I was super engaged right at the get-go because it like... Yeah, the initial cutscene's super boring, whatever. You have to deal with the opener. But as soon as you get control of the character, it's like it's your game. You could go and explore and do as you please.
Yeah.
And I felt the second... I've only started the second game, and immediately I was just like, oh, it's going to be one of these where it has to tell me everything again. That's one of my biggest pet peeves is the hand-holding.
Yeah.
Like, I know how to walk.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I know I should look and try buttons on a controller. You don't have to explain that to me.
I feel like that's the barrier of access for a lot of people, especially who don't normally play video games, is when everything has to be explained to them. It feels like it's a chore.
And Viv had that comment when I was complaining about Pokemon to her. She said, like, they should have one of those questions like a survey at the beginning of a game. And one of the questions would be, have you ever played a video game before?
Yeah.
And that should knock out like the first hour.
Right. Damn it. All right. Yeah, I mean,
Or you just heal?
yeah. The other issues that I had
That's
with
satisfying.
Forbidden West is like,
Oh, kick his ass, you bass.
so they changed the climbing system so you could basically climb on almost any surface instead of it being designated spots. But the problem with that is there were some climb areas where it would just be a dead end
Oh, danger.
because of the way that they did it. So
So is it like in Skyrim where you could take your horse literally anywhere you want?
yeah, but like when you end up in a dead end, it's not clear where you have to go. Whereas in the first game, because it was designated,
Yeah.
you're like, all right, there's only one place I can go.
Yeah.
I just have to look for it.
You need those restrictions sometimes.
Yeah. And that's not the biggest deal in the world, but it's just an annoying thing when you're
Good
just
shot.
trying to fucking like navigate the world. For some reason they added all these like extra weapons, which is fine, but it's not clear which ones are the best for anything. Like, so you have to upgrade the shit out of a bunch of them to figure out what you want to use. And
Okay.
because the power scaling is so crappy, like you have to upgrade them, otherwise they're so ineffectual you don't get a good sense of
Oh, I see what you mean.
what is worthwhile like to save.
It's like you get an ice gun and it kind of like just blows cold air at enemies,
Yeah.
so it doesn't do anything. But then you upgrade it all the way and it like shoots out like a typhoon at them.
Yeah. But the most baffling thing was why they chose to allow you to take like your own friendly fire damage from tripwires. Like in the first game you set up
What?
tripwires, you could run through them and kite an enemy, like bait an enemy to walk through them, and
Yeah.
they would explode on the enemy. Now if you do that, it explodes on you, your tripwire does damage to you, and you lose the tripwire when the enemy gets there. So like it's just a stupid decision in my
Like
opinion.
the tripwires made perfect sense to me in the first game because if you exploded a tripwire while you were near it, that splash damage would hurt you.
Yeah.
That makes sense. You know, but like if you're trying to kite an enemy behind you, you know the tripwire is there.
Right. You would
Like,
hop over it.
You would hop, yeah, exactly. Like I could understand if the enemy threw you into it, maybe that would make sense, but
Yeah.
no, come on.
And the other thing, I mean, this is, I guess, makes it a bit more challenging, but in the first game, you start out with like neutral resistances, right? So every armor upgrade was an upgrade of some resistances and not others. And you picked and choose what you wanted to increase your resistances to.
Yeah, fire, ice, lightning, whatever.
Right. In Forbidden West, the armor has positive resistances to some elements, but negative resistances to others.
Yeah,
So you have
like
to
the
be like-
first game. The first game did that too.
No, it didn't.
Yes, it did.
There were no negative
I will
resistances.
fight you on this.
There were no negative
I might
resistances.
be wrong. I might lose this fight.
All the like modifications you made to armor were for positive resistances, and the armor itself
But that makes sense though.
either had no resistance at all or a little bit of some resistance.
Yeah.
There was no negative ones. In this game, like you'll get a piece of armor and it'll be like positive resistance, corrosive, and fire, but negative resistance to like ice and I don't know what void damage.
Okay.
So like you'd be like running around the forest not knowing what's there, and all of a sudden a void enemy would come out of nowhere, shoot you
Well,
once,
that's
and just like a
life
one shot.
arms.
But the thing is, you don't even get the opportunity to be like, oh shit, this is a void enemy, I need to switch my armor out. You're just dead,
Well, you're also not going to go to like a dressing room or something like that.
I guess.
You know, just like drop all of what you're doing, tell the enemy to wait, change your clothes.
But I mean, in the first game, the armor was either based around stealth, range combat, or melee combat.
Yeah.
In this game, it's all about the resistances and like you have to know what everything is. And
And that's exactly why I stopped playing Borderlands 3.
really,
I was like, fuck it, I don't want to learn this system. I don't have time for it. It's a gun, it shoots bullets. That's all I should need to know.
yeah.
You need to equip the purple weapon to do damage against the green guys, but if you have green guys who are a little bit purple, you should equip the red gun. But if you have a red gun that also does electricity damage, then their armor won't drop. But if they have armor that's dropping, you should use the red gun. I'm like, fucking, it shoots bullets, doesn't it? Don't bullets hurt enemies?
I feel like, well, Borderlands 3
That thing is cool.
did that more. I feel like Borderlands 2 is where they really got overboard with it. 'Cause they added that.
Borderlands 2 is when they started it, and I think Borderlands 3 is when they went fucking overboard with it.
Well, Borderlands 2 had like the slag gun, which was just
Yeah.
basically, it wasn't an element in and of itself. It was like a coating that allowed your other elemental weapons to do more damage, and that's
Yeah.
how they worked it. They did get rid of that in Borderlands 3, which I'm thankful for. But between the first game and the third game, they still made more of an emphasis on you matching the element to the enemy type.
So what just happened?
I broke open this like wind tunnel thingy, so that I think I need to break this.
You're gonna ride the thermals.
Do I need to break this? I don't remember now.
This game is fucking pretty.
Yep. Oh, I need to go through here.
The Will of the Wisps.
Quest updated.
Weeping Ridge. Fuck.
I had a bloody nose the other day.
Really? Did
Yeah.
Viv punch you?
No. It's too dry in
Yeah,
the bedroom. It's winter and we have the heat on. And I need to get a humidifier. I haven't had a bloody nose since I was like 10.
Really?
And I woke up in the middle of the night and like my face was all bloody.
Oh, that sucks.
And I felt my face was wet, so I went to go wipe my face, and then my hand was all wet. I was like, what? I'm in like the state of half asleep, half awake.
Yeah.
And I got up to go to the bathroom, and I can feel the blood. I knew if you have had a bloody nose in the past, you know what that feeling is.
Mm-hmm.
So I got out of bed, and I felt it coming down my face and my lip, and I was like, what the? I have a bloody nose?
Yeah.
And it was like 2 nights ago. I still feel like there's a giant blood clot in there
Okay.
that just hasn't come out yet.
I don't get
It's
bloody
gonna be
noses.
so satisfying when it pops out.
Yeah. I don't get bloody noses, but I do get like the dry cracking where like it's painful and there's like a little bit of blood when I blow my nose.
Sure. I think that's like universal. Would hope anyway.
Kill him!
You going hammer versus hammer on this guy?
Yeah.
You're gonna touch tips.
I am. I have so much freaking health bar now. Compared to when I started this game.
Bro, I've got so much health bar, you don't even...
I've fallen and I can't get up. Alright, so
I mean,
one of these takes
technically
me
you went
down.
up and you can't get down.
I don't want to go this way yet. I wanna
Oh, are we with portals now? Are we doing
Yep,
portal
We're
stuff?
doing portals.
First game had portals and it was super confusing.
Teleportados. Wait. Yeah, I think I have to go over here. Is it? There was something. Maybe I'm wrong. Well. Yeah, this part
I
of
have
the game.
no idea where you are.
This part of the game is fucking confusing as hell because you just teleport all over the place. And things explode.
For no apparent reason. Go through a portal,
Oh shit.
explode. Oh, this isn't gonna end well
Nope.
for you. Spikes.
God damn it.
Explode.
I don't remember if
Molotov.
there was a way to launch myself, but I don't remember if I have it yet.
We need the high jump boots. You get them in the first room in Norfair.
Whatever. I'm gonna come back to that.
Oh, you're getting your ass handed to you.
There's not much. I guess I could shoot him with a ranged weapon, but
Good shot. Well done.
yeah. And like the enemies in Forbidden West too, going back to that, some of them are just a pain in the ass. There's like giant turtle snapper thing.
Okay.
You have to keep like
Was it a snapping turtle?
sort of, it's humongous. You have to keep taking like its weapons down out, but it's got armor plating on top.
Like real turtles?
Yeah. And
Oh, you've gained launch.
that's what I needed. But what was I gonna say? Oh, it shoots like these humongous ice projectiles at you that just they stun and do like massive amount of damage to you. So
And they freeze you?
I don't know if they freeze you or not, but is there anything else down there? but they're a huge pain, and the fight takes forever, so you're just constantly getting hit.
Bam!
God damn it. Fuck.
Eat shit, Ives.
I did. I don't remember how I dealt with these. God damn it. I'm hitting the wrong button because the dashes are different on either side. But they're both dashes, so. Why?
Did you forget how to play?
Oh,
Since you got that power up?
Yeah. I did forget. Oops. There we go. The assigning of the buttons throws me because they keep changing depending on which abilities I get.
Bam!
All right, let me go here. Damn it.
I mean, I'm impressed.
With how bad I'm playing.
I mean, those are your words, not mine.
Yeah. There we go.
You did it. What is it?
A
Is it
bunch of
just a lot
spirit orbs.
Just a lot of money.
Yep. Yeah, but like overall, I ended up, that was the first game in a long time too that I had to change the difficulty, like lower the difficulty about 3/4 of the way through.
Oh, that's shameful.
Because yeah, I didn't have any trouble with the early game. The mid game was like okay, but by the end game, especially because you're doing these arena fights with these giant ass like machine robot things,
The Robo-Denominator.
and you have no room to maneuver, and you're fighting like 2 or 3 of them plus a ginormous one that are constantly hitting you from all sides.
I had a lot of problems with the later game hunting challenges, I think they were, in the first game.
Yeah. Okay, so imagine that in an arena that's timed, and all the enemies are like super focused on killing you, and you have no room to maneuver, nothing to hide behind. You can't even like run away.
It sounds like a challenge.
it is.
That's what it's supposed to be. Oh,
Yeah.
you're gonna. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. Uh-oh.
Oh fuck. Thought I hit the projectile properly.
Boop. When is Ori just gonna gain the ability to fly?
I don't know.
Ori turned into a jet.
Or he's now Mega Man.
Oh yeah, you were talking about that before. You wanted to play some Mega Man games?
Yeah.
I said, fuck it, let's play Mega Man X again. I love that game. Did you have one in mind?
I mean, I used to play 4, 5, and 6, I think. But it's been so long, I don't know if I'd
Like
be able to.
the originals for
Yeah, for
NES.
NES.
Oh yeah, did I ask you if you want to go see Bit Brigade?
The what now?
The Bit Brigade, they're playing at Amityville Music
Oh, yeah, you did.
Hall, I think.
God damn it.
Hall?
Yeah, that looked
I
pretty
think we're
interesting.
gonna go. So if
Okay,
anybody out there wants to go see Bit Brigade, we'll be there.
sweet.
It's gonna be a good show.
Yeah, I haven't been to
A concert.
in a while.
Any concert. My cousin got me tickets for my birthday to go see Queensryche
Mm,
and Judas Priest.
okay.
And I was so stoked on it. I was like, fuck yes, this is going to be amazing. And then I was stuck in Costa Rica.
Oh, it sucks.
like totally, I had no other choice. I
Yeah.
just missed the show. Like he was able to, like he still went, but he gave my ticket to one of his bandmates. So I mean, they had a great time.
Gotcha.
I was just like, I had like he got those tickets for my birthday, and I was just like, awesome. I haven't been to a concert in like 3 years because of the Backstreet Boys.
Yeah.
Because of the pandemic, and I was just like, fuck, that's going to be a great show to come back to
Yeah.
to go to a concert, and it's local enough where we won't have to travel.
Right.
We won't have to go into Manhattan. Won't have to go even to Queens. And totally fucking missed it. And then Will was telling me that, like, oh yeah, Beer Brigade's playing Amityville. I know you're into them. I'm like, yeah, I'll do that. I don't give a shit.
Maybe we should talk more about concerts on the next episode. What do you say?
I don't know. I think Jellybean looks too sleepy.
Yeah, she does look sleepy.
I don't think we can talk in front of her anymore. We're really disturbing her. You want to touch the beans on the jelly bean?
Yeah.
She doesn't seem too pleased with it. Bye, everyone.
All right, bye.
I'm fondling dog beans.